So, yeah, that happened. Hey guys, what is going on? This is iAppleGeek. Today I want to bring you guys sort of a clarification about what's been going on in the jailbreak community. As you guys may know, there's been a ton of drama on Twitter and on Reddit. Also, the Electra jailbreak is almost here, guys, so if you have a device on iOS 11.1.2, that will be coming out very shortly. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to be notified when that does drop. And for those of you who have updated past 11.1.2, hope is not lost. We will probably see a jailbreak for that fairly soon. However, I did make a mistake in my previous jailbreak update video. Do not update if you are on a lower version of iOS. If you're already on 11.2, it doesn't hurt you to go to 11.2.5. I said it was okay to upgrade to 11.2.5. This has since been proven false, and I am terribly sorry I did not get another video out in time to correct this mistake. The older versions of iOS 11 have now been stopped from the signing window. You cannot go back to it anymore. Last week I did have my wisdom teeth removed, so I tried to correct this mistake through Twitter, but I don't know if you guys follow me there. So again, go follow me on Twitter. And once again, I do apologize for this mistake. But anyways, for those of you who have not updated for the HomePod features, here's some good news. A developer in the current Electra jailbreak has said on Twitter. Also, looks like 11.2.5 changed a lot on the security side. Anything less than 11.2.2 is very similar to 11.1.2. And CoolStar has said if you are on 11.2 through 11.2.2, stay there. So basically what he's saying here, those of you on 11.2 through 11.2.2, we might just see a jailbreak for that pretty soon, so don't update to the newest version, which is 11.2.5 right now, or 11.3 when that comes out. There's no release date, there's no guarantee, there's just a probably for now. So next up, I wanted to clear up some confusion and angst in the current jailbreak community. It's been a little crazy. So if you guys are not caught up, a few weeks ago I did tell you guys to stay on iOS 11.1.2. Google's Project Zero team did release a bunch of exploits that allowed iOS 11 to be jailbroken. We just needed a developer to put it together. And apparently the renowned developer CoolStar has stepped up to the plate and developed the jailbreak called Electra. It's been in beta for quite a while. You may have seen it on some other Apple channels telling you that it's safe, even though that it really isn't. It's just a beta right now. So if you guys didn't know, the jailbreak for iOS 11 will be called Electra. It'll be very similar to the ones we've had before. You install an app on your device, click the jailbreak button. It's that simple. Now, theoretically, the jailbreak is already stable. The only problem is Cydia does not work. Sarek, the creator of Cydia, Jay Freeman, has not updated Cydia to be compatible with iOS 11 just yet. So what this developer, CoolStar, has done is went ahead and patched up a version of Cydia. That way it would work on iOS 11, basically making sure that you guys don't experience any bad things on your device when you install the jailbreak. And besides, what good is a jailbreak if Cydia doesn't work and you can't install any tweaks? That would just be lame. So Electra has entered what I call Phase 2. Instead of being in a widespread beta program that it's been in for quite a while now, it's in a private beta program now. It's called Electra RC. As you guys can see here in this tweet by CoolStar last week, Electra RC was in testing and he was planning on giving this specific build to only a few developers. That way they can test it out, you know, get their tweaks on it and see how it works. And I totally understand that. The only problem is so many people, look at this guy right here, so many people are just like spamming him for this build, and they have gone to extreme lengths to try to get this build to the public, because obviously this is the one with the working Cydia. So first of all, I'd like to address this because, okay, if you're watching this video, you're probably not one of these people, but if you are, stop spamming the developers. They're working on it. They're probably really tired, lack of sleep, you know. These people are doing this for free. It's not like we had Pengu back in the day that got paid by a company to make a jailbreak, a sponsored jailbreak, so it would still technically be free, but they were getting paid to make it. CoolStar is not being paid to make this jailbreak. He's just doing it for the good of the community, and this is how he is treated. And of course, not only him, the other developers as well that have been working on this. So developers in general. As you guys can see right here, CoolStar has pointed out that all packages from Sark's repo and many third-party Cydia packages that depend on daemons are broken on iOS 11. Hence the initial developer-only release, while we get Electra tools set up and let third parties update. So what he's doing is getting this private build out to developers so that they can make the framework for the rest of the tweaks. Because tweaks don't just depend on Cydia and a jailbreak, you know, they also have to have other programs in place for them to work properly, and that is what this build is intended to do. Of course, the only problem is this is a developer jailbreak, and if this leaks out, of course, your device can be in danger. So CoolStar obviously did not want this to leak out. A warning to everyone who got an Electra RC, the builds are watermarked and we know who you are if you leaked it. And unfortunately, Electra RC 1.2 did leak out to the public. It leaked out to the internet, a bunch of people installed it, and guess what? They probably messed up their device. As you guys can see here, if you installed the leaked IPA and get into a boot loop, don't bother asking me or any other Electra developers for help. I will not disclose names, but the IPA was leaked by a tweak developer, not by one of the initial non-developer testers. And then things turned for the worse. This is, understandable, but this created a ton of drama in the jailbreak community. Basically, what is happening here is CoolStar is blocking the people who have used the leaked version of the jailbreak from upgrading to the final version. If you've used the leaked, enjoy living your pirated copies bugs until your future restore or manually clean up your file system. And by the way, I am looking into Future Restore. It is very complicated, okay? It is not just a one button press. It's not a reset button at all. People with a legitimate copy will be able to upgrade. And then this happened, okay? He started pointing fingers, I guess you can say. And he accuses the developer for iOSCreatix, the developer behind Peekaboo, you know, the tweak that brought 3D Touch to non-supported devices. He's saying that Andrew Wick, or Creatix, who was part of the developer beta program, leaked the developer version of Electra. And this is causing all sorts of crap to be flying around the jailbreak community. He's basically saying that Creatix leaked this and he's the reason why, and it's just really making a whole big mess of the situation. And if you guys want to go read all of CoolStar's tweets, I'll be sure to link that in the description. You'll see his side, his stance, and what he's accusing Creatix of. Now, I wanted to get Andrew's, or Creatix, his side of this situation because he really isn't getting much of a voice. Many people have been just backing CoolStar just because he's CoolStar. So I went ahead and asked him on Twitter about all this drama. I'd like to get your side since CoolStar has made his quite clear. Working on an update video, blah blah blah. So what do you think? And he said, my side is I didn't like what CoolStar was choosing to do because it prevents people from using the stable release just for installing a beta. I told NoPixel I would write or crack something after the final release to make it work for those people, and I'm assuming he told CoolStar and they kicked me out of the release candidates. And in a follow-up, Andrew did tell me that there was no watermarking in 1.2, which was the version that was leaked whatsoever. It was a bluff, but 1.3 does have watermarking. Very interesting stuff. And he's referring to this tweet right here. NoPixel, another developer of Electra, has posted this picture of apparently a Twitter DM of him and Andy. Of course, there's no name, there's no context, so of course I would definitely take this with a grain of salt. But based on what Creatix has told me, I'm just going to refer to Creatix as Andrew for the rest of this video, is that he wanted to do this after the final release so that the people who did install the beta can install the final version instead of, you know, being blocked by CoolStar and all. And NoPixel here is saying, please don't lie. And I mean, this is really not helping the situation. And of course, this whole situation is not optimal, as NoPixel has stated here. Their highest priority is keeping users safe, which is something I cannot stress strongly enough on this channel. Do not install crappy jailbreaks, even if it's from like a trustworthy YouTuber, okay? If a YouTuber is truly trustworthy, they will not show you how to use a beta jailbreak that is not finished, that is unstable, and can brick your device, much less show you tweaks on it. So if you guys see any jailbreak tutorials or whatever before the actual thing is released to the public, take it with a grain of salt because they're part of the problem. Listen, I'm not going to be taking sides on this situation. I just want to make that clear. I'm not defending Andrew or CoolStar, but I do have to say, pointing fingers is not helping this whole situation. At the end of the day, we're still getting a jailbreak of some sort. That is a win for us users. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I was able to clear up some things for you guys. Hang in there, the jailbreak is almost here. If you're on Reddit, please don't try to divide the community any more than it already is. And if you're on Twitter, of course, same goes for you. Also, follow me on Twitter at iAppleGeek. I'll be retweeting a lot of the stuff that comes from the developers directly. And of course, when the jailbreak drops. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.